Question 4. We're told that y is equal to x cubed and that y undergoes a series of transformations. In other words, we take the points x, y and we transform them so that there is a dilation of factor 4 from the y-axis. So that means we get 4x comma y. And then it's followed by a translation of 6 units in the positive x direction, which means we end up with 4x plus 6y. Now, what they tell you to do in the textbook, and I don't necessarily agree with this, but what they tell you to do in the textbook is to say, well then x prime is equal to 4x plus 6 and y prime equals y. Rearrange these equations to get y on its own, well you don't have anything to do there, and x on its own. So I bring the minus 6 to the other side, so I'd have x prime minus 6 is equal to 4x, and then divide by 4, which gives me that x is equal to x prime minus 6 divided by 4. Having done that, of course y is equal to y prime, having done that, I now have my new equation in terms of the original values. So that tells me that y prime is equal to x prime minus 6 over 4 all cubed, because I replace y with y prime and x with what x is down here. I then expand and simplify. And what this leads me to is the solution that y is equal to x minus 6 cubed over 64. Question 5. In question 5 I'm given a graph y is equal to f of x, and it looks something like this. And I'm asked to identify which of the graphs would be the function y is equal to f of minus x plus 1. Well, it's important to recognise what this actually means. The negative in front of the x is a reflection in the y-axis, and the plus 1 is a vertical shift. So what that means is my graph is going to flip over, so it would, if I just did the reflection, look like that. But then I'm going to shift it up 1 unit, so it's actually going to go, oops, it's not looking very much like 1 unit, but I think you get the general idea. And so the closest analogue to this is in fact option D. Question 6. I'm given that 3 outside of x minus 1 squared is equal to a outside of x plus 1 squared plus bx. And I'm asked to find the values of a and b. So clearly this is a question where I need to do matching of coefficients. But in order to do matching of coefficients, I'm going to need to expand both sides. So this will be 3 outside of x squared minus 2x plus 1 is equal to a outside of x squared plus 2x plus 1 plus bx. Bringing in the coefficients, I'll see that I'll have 3x squared minus 6x plus 3 is equal to ax squared plus 2ax plus a plus bx. Now, clearly, there's only one term involving x squared. Therefore, a is equal to 3. There are two terms on the right hand side involving x. So what that tells me is 2a plus b is equal to -6. But I already know that a is equal to 3. So this tells me that 2 times 3 plus b is equal to -6. So this will be 6, bring that to the other side makes that -12, so therefore b equals -12.